Harlan and I had been together since college, which equaled 4 years of dating and 7 years of marriage. Despite 11 years of being together day in and day out, he was almost perfect in my eyes. During our relationship, he never forgot when my time of the month was and prepared a glass of warm milk for me for over a decade without fail. After marriage, he knew I loved surprises and romance, and no matter how late he came home, he always brought a small, thoughtful gift. Until I overheard his conversation with the nanny, I had always thought I was the happiest woman in the world. The nanny, thinking I was asleep, brazenly clung to my husband, cooing, "Harlan, if your wife finds out that the son she gave birth to was swapped out long ago and that the baby in her arms is actually ours, do you think she'd be furious? You're so smart. Swapping the babies at the hospital was brilliant. Once our daughter inherits her fortune, we'll kick her out of the house in no time." Seeing her guilty demeanor, I couldn't help but think back to the day I gave birth. After narrowly escaping death, I woke up to find her holding the child I had risked my life to deliver, soothing her skillfully. Harlan had explained she was a nanny hired from a top agency. Lana had taken care of my child with such care that even when my mother wanted to hold the baby, she was reluctant to let go. Back then, a nurse had joked, "This nanny seems to love the child even more than the mother does." At that time, Lana wore the same expression, a lowered head to hide her guilty conscience. Seeing I hadn't spoken for a while, Lana nervously twisted her hands. "Dana, I know I'm just a nanny, and I shouldn't have gone into the music room, but Yasmin was upset today, so I went in to cheer her up." I raised my hand to interrupt her, smiling. "What are you saying? You've been helping me take care of Yasmin since my postpartum days. I'm grateful to you. Why would I blame you?" Hearing this, Lana and Harlan exchanged a quick glance, visibly relieved. Perhaps because I seemed easygoing, or they thought their act was seamless, Lana's behavior became increasingly overstepping. In the past, when I caught her being overly close with Yasmin, she would at least offer an explanation. Now she would openly hold Yasmin in her arms and feed her right before me. Later, I would wake up several times in the middle of the night, only to find that Harlan wasn't in bed. In Yasmin's room, just separated by a wall, the sound of laughter from the three of them rang out. I silently turned over. Seeing that I didn't notice anything amiss, Harlan became bolder. Sometimes, he even held Lana's hand under the dining table and stroked it right in front of me. My very own daughter, Yasmin, grew more attached to Lana as well. Sometimes, she would refuse my bedtime stories and insist on Lana putting her to sleep. Neither did I reprimand them, nor did I get angry. Instead, I silently allowed all of this to happen. Then came the day Yasmin's university entrance exam scores were released. Looking at her poor scores, Lana was more anxious than I was as her mother. "How did you score so little? Look, there isn't a single school in the country that will accept you." Admiring her freshly done manicure, Yasmin replied irritably, "If I can't study in the country, I'll go abroad. My mom's the CEO of a corporation. Do you think she'll let me go without an education?" Seeing that I didn't immediately respond, Harlan acted like he was about to scold Yasmin. "Your mom and I have spoiled you too much. Your mom has sacrificed so much for you, and this is how you repay her? How do you expect to manage the company in the future, or gain others' respect?" Yasmin turned her head to avoid him and angrily clung to my arm. "Mom, I want to study abroad. Can you figure something out for me?" Looking at these three putting on such a dedicated performance, how could I ruin the mood? I smiled faintly, speaking in a gentle tone. "Yasmin is right. If she can't study locally, she'll go abroad. My daughter will never lack opportunities. Once you've completed your studies, I'll hand the company over to you. My Yasmin deserves nothing but the best." For a moment, a look of jealousy flickered across Lana's face, but she quickly suppressed it.